Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Train Fever with the North Atlantic map. Once again we're starting out following a tram. And this tram is once again on the Mediterranean route. Now the reason we're following this tram is to show off just how horrible it looks when you upgrade your beautiful light railway idea to be some gargantuan mega highway. I'm going to stop this guy. I want you to pause just for a moment. Let the other one have a bit of a head start. Yes, I've basically upgraded all the roads where possible in order to in order to get it moving a little bit faster, because that was I suspect strongly that was holding back profitability, simply by the trams not moving fast enough. We'll see how that pans out. Anyway, I've just sped it up a little bit because I'm going to wait for the other one to come up behind me. No, coming the opposite. See, look! We've got flipping cars going down here now, and that wasn't what I had in mind at all. Don't get me wrong, the free movement of people between these two towns may be beneficial in terms of getting them to grow, but it really wasn't the plan. The idea was that this was trams only. Anyway, today we're going to be looking at, there we go, on your way. Right, today we are going to be looking at a brand new goods route. Now, if you tuned in last time, you'll know exactly which one I'm referring to. I'm just going to take you around to Pacific Diamond, because I've done a little bit of work on there as well, just in order to set up a commuter route. I had to bulldoze. I mean, one of the things I've noticed is bulldozing houses. They almost always immediately get rebuilt somewhere else. Now, if it comes down to it, I'm going to try that in Tellman. I'm going to try removing some of the houses that are in the town centre and relocating them out where I want them, having blocked the place that they were in previously, and see if we can get some movement going that way. It's a radical idea, and I suspect strongly it won't work, but that's not going to stop me trying. Anyway, there are currently no trams running these routes. No, because they're inbound at present. We're waiting for them to show up because they're on the Mediterranean route. Is this one here? Yeah, there we go. So there's one of them now. They've basically been reassigned, and with a bit of luck, soonish we should have an upgrade to the trams anyway. That will be a little bit more pacey. But here's something I wanted to show off just in the meantime. Look at this. Do you know where these guys are near? Absolutely nowhere at all. I mean, you could say they were part of Pacific Diamond, but they're a million miles away from anywhere. Now, who knows? But, you know, we've got the commuters are already, queuing up to wait. And this was largely just to get commuters from the kind of the Mediterranean stop here over to the station, because there should be some demand for that traffic to turn up. Who knows? Maybe it'll pay off. Meanwhile, since we're in the area, let's go have a look how we're getting on here. 11. Well, we're never going to get rich just hauling 11 at a time now, are we? How are you got? 6. Well, keep chugging away, fellas. Maybe you'll get to where we need you to be before too long. But SAS is definitely turning into quite a hub of activity with all these routes going on, and that's a good thing to see. Right, let's stop touristing, and then let's start. Yep, that's right. Actually, we'll go catch up with this crocodile ever so briefly. As you can see, 93 of 120. That's pretty good. Now, I suspect the steel mill hill is going to say deliver more coal. There, you see. And that's purely because this crocodile not the fastest train in the world. In fact, if there were a fastest train in the world, that wouldn't be it. But here is our start point for today's lengthy build process. We're going to go from Morgantown, well, right about here. We're gonna fling it across over to the British Isles, and then we'll swing round in a way I haven't yet figured out, all the way up to Rago 1. This came about because Rago 1 is not receiving any cargo at all. So I think if I do that leg first... Yeah. Now, I mean, if I could build out here, but I mean, you know, you're heading towards Wales at that point to deliver to London. Well, actually, London's down here. So where's this? Oh, I guess this is Birmingham. Possibly, yeah, Birmingham is where this is. Anyway, yeah, I mean, the ideal would be to run it down this side, but then you've got, I dread to think how much terrain alignment collision going on there. All right, let's stick a flag in the ground and make it up as we go, shall we? Right, I'm going to want 2 tracks because one of them's a pass through, or should we go with one and just make it difficult for ourselves? We're going to go with one and make it difficult for ourselves. Now, this is going to have the other impact on this will be that this is going to put a hard edge to the city limits, unless I build a bypass route or bridges or something along those lines. There we go. We're going there. That's where we're going. That's where I'm putting my train. Deal with it, folks. And then we'll put some really big fat roads so that we can distribute nice and quickly. Actually, we don't need tram track on those, if I'm honest. No. Yes, there we are. Right, good. Okay, so from here, one of these is going to be a terminus. But I think... And the other one's a pass-through. So I think what we'll do is we'll make one of these into a set of buffers. Just for the convenience of having a... So you didn't want to do it that way around, did you? But you have done now, so you know that's what you get. Right, okay, now we're going to blast all the way up the through the heart of the country here. Now this is going to require something quick. I'm not going to be able to use that 40-mile-per-hour crocodile to service this particular mission. I wonder. I mean, this is something I'm pondering purely for the sake of an interesting track alignment rather than anything else. So what I'm considering is placing the receiving station for Rago about here. Except it's only one platform. So rather like that. And as much as I like it, it is going to prove challenging, to say the least, to actually get track there. But let's should we try it? Well, here's the area that's going to be tricky. So what I want to do is pull some track in here, right, like that. Okay, ignore it. This is just an artist's impression. Hoik it over the other side, or branch just before the station itself. Yeah, maybe that's the way to go. So branch here, or we're going to need a pause here, aren't we? We're going to delete a bit more. Like that. Right, okay, so we run this one as it was, up there. Right, and this one ends up, come on, peel gently. Do not snap, no snapping for you. Right, something like this to head to the goods station. Right, and then obviously we still need the junction there. Yeah, you're going to need to build that in multiple steps. So we get rid of these signals and we'll do that. So our passenger services are always going to run up into the station like that. Meanwhile, we also need to get over to the other side there. So we need a diamond on this. signal there, and then we peel off from around here. I like it. And I like it because it's unnecessarily complicated. Right, now if I just mock up where this might end up. So, like there. There's a signal in the way. I imagine there's quite a lot in the way. There's still a signal in the way. Why is there a signal in the way? Because there is a signal in the way. Okay, right. Anyway, we'll come up here and we'll go... Yeah, we'll start carving out a gully for ourselves. Let's get this release out of the way. Likewise, because we're only going to run one train up here, we'll stick a signal on that. We'll stick a release back here. And then we'll run into a station about... Go on, snap onto that. Alright, well, we'll give the station plenty of space to pull the final manoeuvre together. And then, hold on, I just want to just wiggle that ever so slightly. I think that was a wiggle too far. I think it was better before. There we are. Right about there. Okay, now if I can join these two up, everybody's happy. It's not the most perfect join in the world, but that's quite good fun. Right, now all I need to do is get a road from here over to the town main, and we're in business. And I think that's going to come about by bulldozing that £500,000 house. Ooh, pretty expensive. Right, let's not muck about. Let's get maximum throughput on this, and maybe we will also get some housing built out here. I don't know. Maybe maybe the AI will show a little leg and build some housing out in this area as well. Anyway, we'll leave it the option. All about leaving the option. And then, no. And then, yes, like that. And then I'm just going to need to figure out a way of getting under there. Well, dear boy, a tunnel is the traditional means of getting under somewhere. If we get rid of that. And this is one of the reasons I love this game, is because I've now become distracted in trying to create a... Oh, come on! That would be fabulous. There's always more you can be doing. Too much slope. Too much slope, which also means, I suspect, that a bridge is out. I don't know, let's have a try. Too much slope. Well, I should say so. That's quite excessive. You can't have it all. I guess we're not going to get the reverse route going. I mean, what else have we got as an option? Too much slope. Too much slope. I'm going to give this another 10. Oh, wait, we've got one. Right, that's a route. And go. And we hook these two together. Stop it. And hook these together like that. Do something up at this end. That looks like promising to me. We'll help the AI out since it's already started building down. So we'll stick another lower in there, and I don't know where you're going to end up going down like this, and maybe go a bit further, but we'll definitely go that way. All right, excellent. Right, okay, so we've plumbed in what I suspect, or I'm going to call the tricky bit. So we've got the destination now set in. This is... Are we sure we can't do this better? Now, I tried doing something similar to this down in Pacific Diamond, where I showed you at the start of the episode. You can do it better. And I deleted one bit of road to try and work an extra junction in. And The upshot I had was I was incapable of replacing it. It was colliding every single time. Now, you may question why I've put signals there, or you may not. But largely, I want to give passenger routes the priority for getting through here. That's just leaves on the line, isn't it? Okay, fine. Okay, right. So we've got our destination kind of thought through to an extent, providing I can keep going. There we go. Yeah, see, that's all good. Now we want to end up over here. Oh, in fact, I've already done quite a bit of it. Now, are we going to go under or over this loop of passenger? No, that's the international. Well, let's take it as far as there. You can't do that with trains. I think it's going to have to be under. Yeah, I don't think we'll get a bridge to go over the top of that. Given that, as you can see, since we're going uphill, I don't think we're going to get a bridge to play ball. Let's go like that. So there's my target, that blue icon right there. Right, okay, we're down. Right, and we want to emerge here-ish, if at all possible. Rather like that. In fact, exactly like that. Excellent. Right, okay, meanwhile, who's actually using this road? These are people that have decided to drive to America from Birmingham. In fact, no, nobody's decided to use this bit of road because I've deleted it. Well, in which case, it won't mind if I deleted some more. I'll replace it with some kind of highway in a moment. But let's fling that down there. And there we go. We're now connected. So we now have a rail link. Oh, why have you done that? Get rid of it. I know why it's done it. It's because the game tries to continue on the slope that you were actually on. And in this case, that's not what I want. So I'm going to carve out this weird... We can say it's because there's a lot of icy and snowy weather in this section of the country. And as such, we needed to protect the rail going through there. I suspect if you were to do that deliberately, you could probably create some quite nice effects out of it. I'd take it with my whatever it is that you're supposed to give in these situations. Best wishes. There you go. Use that as you will. Right. Okay. Now I'm going to pop this over the top of that. One more. Two more? All the more? No, you don't want to do it on a curve, do you? Why not? No. Depends what angle it's going to find acceptable. Because obviously if I do a right angle over here, or rather go across, you know, closer to being perpendicular to the rail it's crossing over, it doesn't have an issue. Right, let's hook up to there. Not that anybody's using this bit of road anyway. Oh, I mean, come on, use your brain. I'm try and do something relatively straight-ish. Like, relatively, because that was relatively straight-ish, if by which you mean incredibly curvy. Right, okay, cool. So we've got we've got everything we need. Now it's just a case of getting over to... Am I really going all the way to Morgantown? This feels ludicrous. Well, it is ludicrous. Fine. I think we're going to be hard-pressed to get this within the 20-minute count. Likewise, I think this road is about to bite the dust. Yeah, I think we're going to have to move this road over there. they'll get used to it. They'll come to terms with the idea relatively quickly. We're back on Danish crossings for the time being. Sweden's had a turn. We're now back on Denmark. Right, we want to stick a curd. Do I need to do anything else there? No, yes you do. You need to diamond it. You've done that side. There we go. Okay, splendid. So the thinking here is trains come in, choo-choo, all of that business. The ones that are bound for Amersfoort will go into the left-hand side there. The ones that are heading up to Rago 1 will motor onwards. We'll then unload. Cargo, 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 cargo. Everybody's happy. Except users of this bit of road, which is about to be bulldozed. Because I can't go through that oil well. And as it is, I'm going to cut this a little close, I think. I might have to redo that. Hold on. No, I might not have to redo that. Right, where are we actually heading? There's the station as it is now. So if I pull this station out here, this could work. Alright, I'm going to chance that this is going to be happy. And given that it built on the flat, it should look relatively good. Now, if I can't parallel this, I'm quite happy to. No, I can parallel. I'll stop talking. There we go. That just worked. Okay, now we've got that bit done. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put the new station in place. And I think we're definitely going to want two stations, one for dropping off, one for picking up. And that's going to require deleting the existing one. And then hoping we can inherit its ID by placing over here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to change up the whole thing. We might have some difficulty getting it to accept that it's the same setup. So, right, what was this? Upper Morgantown. Right, here we go. Brace yourselves. Right, new station. We want a new one out here. About there. That's actually a terrible place for it, but I think it's inherited. There we go, it has. Well, that's something. And then we want to give this a chunk of road in order for it to hurl its valuable cargoes to this steel mill. Well, that's one of the ugliest things I've built, I think. See if we can't make it a little bit more ugly. Right, something like that, only shuffled over this way a smidge. Maybe not quite that far. Nope, quite that far. Right, let's put that in place. Then let's merge it onto... There's plenty of flipping space. What's your problem? Oh, and the flipping teleporting cars. Just trying to test my patience. Go on, get out of the way. Right, run that a bit further and then merge this onto there where there is absolutely loads of space. So much space you might even say it was excessive. I'm not taking this nonsense from you, game. Right, okay, good. So, with that for starters, that's not put us in an adverse position for existing services. Although I am going to delete that back. Yeah, that will have to do. Yes, we need catenary. There we go. That was Swedish. I won't change one that was Swedish already. Okay, cool. So let's electrify the station. Now I've got I mean, this is a terrible time to do this because I don't think I've got a train that is actually capable of delivering at the speed that I need. And I do have the need for speed. Okay, right. Anyway, look, we can connect this up now. So that angle could have been a little bit more aggressive, I think. There we go. If we go something like that. Okay, the right-hand side we're not going to use, but I will leave it as an option. There we go, we'll do that. I'm not even going to diamond it. No, because I don't need to. Right, where's my connection? Here we go. Right about there. Alright, well that looks good. I think that looks quite promising. And certainly it is driving towards the objective of having a hell of a lot of trains going. So you know, that's a good thing. Right, we're there. And you know, Britain has never been so connected to the continent. Okay, now I'm going to electrify this because as much as I'm not going to run electrics up here to start with because they'd be too slow, I will do at some point. In fact, I need to electrify. I've already got that. Right, good. But we'll electrify all the way up to sunny Scotland. I could zoom in, but you know that's not as hard. Let's let's do it the tough way. Alright, now we're coming through here. Let's electrify all of this. Because then it's done. And electrics are coming, but they're not going to be what I run in UK. I've got an idea on that front, and we'll make that work. Right, I'm going to say that I probably got that right. And if I haven't, I'll correct it in a moment. Right, let's make these colourful. Okay, so this is Rago 1 East, and it then runs, it's miles away. I think this is a terrible idea. When I get faster engines, then, you know, maybe we'll be onto something, but at the moment, I have my concerns. But let's make sure that we're, yeah, you see, no, everything wants to drive on the right. Really? Have I been doing this the wrong way around? Can't roll it out. Right, now obviously we're running two trains up here, so there is a possibility that they're both in the same section of track at once. So as much as it's a relatively lightweight, certainly traffic-wise, lightweight route, I'm going to want to make sure that everything can keep moving. Right, and then we come into the station, and you've gone for the wrong side. No, you're heading up to Rago 1, so that's fine. We'll put a signal on here just in case, and that's good. So this is going to be REA steel. This steel we're working here, isn't it? Or is it oil goods? I'm pretty sure it's steel. I'll double check that in a moment. Meanwhile, here's number 2. Right, we're going from Amosol sidings back to Upper Morgantown. Yeah, see, your instincts are absolutely spot on there, Mr. AI. You've ninja'd that exactly right, except have you got the station right? You haven't. Oh, goofed at the last moment. Let's put that in here, and then just before Amosol sidings, we will add that one. There we go. So that all being well, that should work out quite nicely. Should, operative word. Right, there we go. AMR steel. Now I'm going to have to put the truck business out of business, but let's find an appropriate engine to use. Because I worry whether I've jumped the gun here, because Europe currently doesn't have it. We're at 56 miles per hour from this, and it's Norwegian passenger service. No, likewise woefully inappropriate. But here we go. See, look, the crocodile doesn't actually haul that much. What else have we got? We got this Baden. 120 versus 90. God. Is there nothing in here that will do the job? And I don't know when a good replacement's going to turn up either. Now, given the distance that we're travelling, I need some speed. You know, 56. That's pushing an extra 50%. I think it's going to have to be. Although the A35 is actually pretty fast. All right, we're gonna try it. Okay, we'll go with that for now, but I'm gonna earmark that for expansion relatively quickly. Right, let's make sure it is. Well, it's definitely goods, so we don't need to make sure anything there. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 6. It's more than enough, but I find that little short trains, they don't cut it in terms of appearance. So I have such vanity. Right, you're going on. I haven't got a line 2. Have you not accepted your... There we go. Right, and there. Take it. Thank you. Right, as I was saying, you're going on Anisol Steel, and you're going on the other one, which is Rago Steel. Right, now let's go and make sure that we're actually hauling steel. Come on, chaps, out you come. Now, I need you to be monstrously profitable. Actually, I don't. I just need you to actually be profitable enough that you're going to work. Meanwhile, let's... Where are we? AMR Steel. You lot. See, look, it's made 500,000 last year. Send all vehicles to depot and sell on arrival. Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? What was the oh, yeah? The Model T and the Schneider. Schneider's a good one. We can do an upgrade on that. Meanwhile, waiting at the start line. See, look, he's waiting until that's past a clear signal. Oh, we got electric lights. Let's put the first one right there. There we go. Okay, so I've done well. This is where we're coming to the end of an era now. I think we'll keep some of the legacy signals on the go. However, let's have a look and see if our distribution center here has got with the program. And it is steel, right? Yeah, it's steel. Right, we can shut both of those off. Right, what have you got waiting? You got 11 waiting for Ama, whatever it is. Amasol steel. Railroad. That's doing it in 5. Rago Steel's doing it in 10. Yeah, okay. There's been better. Actually, US Mega Route, I think, is still on a 525. No, it's fine. Okay, now, is it going to... Yes, it is. All right. Okay, cool. That's going to pay off. Why are you not hauling any coal at all? Probably because I changed the route. Please let it be because I changed the route. And we'll find out in relatively short order. What are you carrying? 6. Well, it's the first delivery that city has ever had, so they'll be grateful regardless. Right, that's going to wrap it up. Let's follow this guy to handle the "that's going to wrap it up" section of the show, because there's a passing coming up here shortly. Now, I mean, I desperately need a European engine that has got, well, speed. Really, I mean, A4s aren't far off for passenger services, but I'm not gonna use them for goods. I mean, the Crocodile presumably is getting the job done to some extent, but likewise, it's just not got the grunt to move stuff over long distances. So I'm hoping for some good diesels to start turning up fairly soon. Meanwhile, I've got the wrong trucks on here. Look. Have I set these to actually carry goods? Yes, no, you didn't need to. They carry goods by default. So what I'm hoping for as we round this bend is this. Exactly. Look at that. There we go. That's your shot. That's it. We're done here. My work here is done. Thank you very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. Throw a like on this one if you would be so kind. That would be most generous. And subscribe if you've not yet done so, so that you don't miss out on future nonsense. And I'll be back very soon with a little more of the same. Thanks very much for watching. Cheerio.